Shaun, how are we?
All good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We're here today to talk a wee bit about autism. Autism Awareness Month coming up in April, and your experience with autism. So can you tell us a wee bit about your experience so far?
To be honest, I think we're obviously at this moment where me and my wife foster a little girl. Well, she's not little anymore, she's 19, with autism. To be honest, I never had a clue what autism was. Probably 10 or so year ago, 11 year ago. But my partner's mum and dad started fostering Lisa at that point. I just remember going to the park one day and they brought Lisa along. I never had a clue what it was, or I'd never really heard much about it. I think just over the years you just start learning as you go, and the last maybe 5 or 6 years where me and my partner went through the fostering panel, and we've also got Lisa full time now, so she's part of our family, and just a massive part of our family, just like my 2 kids as well, yeah.
And what's Lisa like as a person? What are some of the stuff she enjoys, and what are some of the challenges for her?
So when she was young, challenges, she came to Katie's family when she was 6. She was in nappies, fed through a tube, didn't speak, didn't eat anything really. Over the years we've been able to sort of help her, and she's improved with sort of every aspect of life. But the stuff she would enjoy would just be like, she loves going on holiday, she loves going to theme parks, she loves going on, there's like an event here, the Links Market, just loads of shows and sort of all that stuff, swimming pool, trampoline places. Loves going to concerts, been to quite a few concerts, and she loves the atmosphere, and to be fair, she's came to a lot of my games and loved the atmosphere when I was at Livingston as well, playing against sort of Rangers and Celtic. Walked out as a mascot with me, so yeah, she's enjoys sort of, I think she loves the big atmosphere and the noise and stuff like that as well. She gets right involved with it all. And
autism spectrum disorder means that every autistic person you meet may show different traits. There's a certain level of unpredictability around that, and they display different behaviours. What's life with Lisa like, and what's that taught you?
Taught me no every day's the same, to be honest. At the moment, she's taking a really tough time. So one day she could be amazing, the next day it could be an absolute disaster, to be honest. So there's no really a balance at the moment where every day's the same. It's been really unpredictable, and I think that's what's really tough at the moment. But I think when she's having her good days, there's no sort of better feeling than seeing her happy, and where she's come from for a young age, it's amazing to see where she is now. But obviously as she gets older, she gets bigger, stronger, and the challenges do get a lot more difficult as well.
And you said that when Lisa first came into your life, you didn't have a great deal of knowledge about autism. How would you describe autism now to maybe friends, families, teammates that don't really know an awful lot about it?
I think it's massive. There's a lot of kids that have been diagnosed with autism and that now, and again, not every kid's the same, so there's lots of different kids that have got different aspects of autism as well. It might show in different ways. Lisa obviously wears the ear defenders every day. I think that's her comfort for her. There'll be non-verbal kids, there'll be kids who look perfectly normal, but there's obviously stuff that they struggle with as well. So it is massive for everyone to understand that now. And I've got 2 young kids, and it's even at that age I'm trying to teach them as we go along at the moment, that Lisa's got her own problems, and trying to teach them at a young age how important it is as well to understand that.
And you mentioned that just now is a bit of a tough time, and there's some challenges, and you have peaks and troughs throughout the cycle as well, and Lisa's getting a little bit older. What sort of measures do you need to take as a parent in terms of ensuring that Lisa's got the right package of care, but also that you're balancing everything else in life?
No, I think this is the problem that's really tough at the moment, because obviously I'm at football every day, my partner's at home, so when Lisa is having the tough days, 2 kids at 1 and 3, so they need a lot of attention as well. So if Lisa is having a meltdown in her room and the kids are in the living room, it's hard to split yourself into the 2 places at the same time. So no, it is tough at the moment, and we're trying to balance it as best as we can, and obviously try to get as much support as we could as well to make it helpful for everybody.
And we speak about there being a growing awareness for autism, and that's great. But when you speak about meltdowns, what do you mean by that? Because there's an awful lot of people that maybe don't realise the reality of what those type of behaviours are.
So stuff we're probably experiencing at the moment is like breaking stuff. So our computer's been smashed numerous times, phone's been smashed, our room's been trashed. She's smashed wardrobes in our room. She's damaged stuff in the house. Just a lot of like stuff. Our headphones have been snapped. It's trying to balance keeping like the kids safe while this is going on as well. So the meltdowns could be in public. She could roll on the floor and screaming and stuff like that as well. There's a lot of different stuff that we've had to cope with over the years, but there is a lot of good days as well. So it's trying to balance and make it.
And for a lot of autistic people, there can be triggers. It can be a sensory thing. It could be something they see in public, or something that's happening at home, or anything like that. Is there anything in Lisa's life that triggers her, or anything you try and protect her from?
Probably as she was younger, it was, I don't know if it was just, she would just be out in public and she would maybe just, I don't know if something had built up and she'd just explode at some points when she was young. But as I said, when she was young, you were able to pick her up and sort of help her at that time. Now, it's probably her hormones. I think it's getting close to when she's getting her periods and stuff like that. I think she's struggling to tell us what's hurting at the time, and again, I think it's just building up. And now she's 19 and she's no easy to restrain. So, as I said, she's probably chucking me about now instead of me able to help her. But it's obviously tougher when they're older and they're bigger, stronger and stuff like that. And obviously in public it's hard to, if she is having that kind of meltdown, you try and keep everybody else safe as well around about you.
Yeah, it can be really tough to regulate their own emotions. It's a lot of people have issues with that in day-to-day life, but that's on another level at times. In terms of, you mentioned the good days are really rewarding, and of course they are. Like, you want to see your child happy, you want to see them smiling, you want to see them doing the things they enjoy. Do you think that's changed your perspective on life at all, in terms of having Lisa in your life and see her taking a lot of joy in those moments?
Yeah, 100%. I think from that wee girl who was 6-year-old who never spoke, never ate, to now where when you do have the good days, taking her away good places, and you just see her enjoying herself so much and happy, and she's such like a loving wee girl as well. When she is having the good days, she's so good to her kids and to everybody else. Like, she's just one of the wee characters that she just clicked with her straight away. So it is amazing to see where she has come from, like from back when she was 6 to now. But I think you've got to cherish the good days when they come as well.
And you and your family are clearly making a lot of sacrifices, which is really commendable. But in terms of generally for autism and the people on the spectrum, what do you think that, or what do you wish that more people understood?
Just little stuff as well, like see, maybe when you are out in public and she is having a meltdown, there's a lot of people just standing and staring and probably thinking, not just Lisa but other kids with autism, they're so bad behaved. It's not like that all the time. They're obviously struggling with stuff as well that other people that don't see. So it is tough sometimes when you're out in public and you see like older people and that staring at her and maybe making wee comments and stuff. It's hard to bite your tongue at times. But I think just probably try to get more of an understanding about autism, and I think it's important for everybody to understand it as well. Because you never know, like at one point in their life you might have a kid that has autism or someone else in your family. So I think it is important to learn about it and know that these kids are like amazing people as well, but they're just obviously having some difficult times as well.
And with that growing awareness, one of the really positive things we're seeing is a lot more activations at football clubs in terms of getting those on the spectrum involved, whether that be coming to games or community groups, or some clubs now have sensory rooms. What's your views on that in terms of how that's developing?
No, I know it's hard for every club to do it because of funding and space and stuff like that, but I think for like a parent to come to a game, if there was a place where, if the kid was struggling at one point and there was a sensory room to go and take them to it for 5 minutes to chill out, or just get back to being calm and stuff like that, I think it would be huge for parents. I think a lot of parents will probably be a bit nervous bringing kids to games with big atmospheres, a lot of people. So if there was somewhere where they could go and maybe calm down and chill out for sort of 10 minutes or whatever, would be amazing. I know Si Murray's kid, I speak to him a bit about this as well, and he's doing a lot of good stuff at Dundee, and I know how much he's spoke about the difficulties he's had with his kid and that as well. So it's good to bounce stuff off somebody else who's going through the same sort of stuff as you as well. So no, it's amazing what he's doing.
As you mentioned there about Simon, we've previously spoke to him about his experience with his son Nova, and it's brilliant to see that he's sort of building that network, that community, for people to just sort of, I suppose, just as you said, bounce ideas off, let off a bit of steam, all that sort of stuff. If you had a message for other dads, that whether they play football or not, or just other parents that are maybe struggling a wee bit to adapt to life with a child with autism or a family member, what would your message be?
No, I think it's important to speak to people about the sort of challenges that you're facing, and I'm sure Si would probably say the same, but if anybody ever wanted to reach out and speak to probably any of us, I would be happy to speak to people and give them our sort of experience, what we've had like going forward. I think, as I said, we've had Lisa for nearly 12 or 13 years now, so we've experienced a lot of good and bad and stuff like that. So I think speaking to people and sort of, there'll be other people out there who's maybe had your experience and they'll be able to help you going forward as well. So obviously it's a cliche, don't keep stuff to yourself, but I think if you do speak, and it could help you going forward as well.
Brilliant. Thank you, Shaun.
Perfect, mate. Thank you.